All right. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to yet another TapDaddyBeats stream. Today we're gonna be mixing some beats. I got 3 beats picked out that we're gonna try to really quickly brush up, get them mixed, get them mastered, get them sounding good, you know? And I think the aim is for all of these to eventually land on my BeatStars. So if you are a rapper and you're like, you hear something that you like in this stream, feel free to reach out to me. It's all going to be on BeatStars eventually, but if you hear something that you want, like, the point of doing this is to get these beats in the hands of rappers. So, you know, reach out to me or go check out my website, TapDaddyBeats.beatsstars.com. But anyways, let's dive into it. I want to show you guys the first beat that we're getting into. We're going to waste no time. Of course, TapDaddy on Spotify, all that good jazz. Go listen to my new album, Thinking of You. EP. I should say EP. It's 6 tracks. It's beautiful. All right, let's get into it. Let's just do it. All right, so let me get over here, and I already got this. I turned it down a little bit so that we're not in the red. So let's give this our first listen through. This should be a pretty slick boom bap beat. Should be pretty dope. God, I love the sound of these drums. So a couple thoughts. This sounds really fucking good. Like, I don't want to fuck up too much here. There's just like a few things that I might want to kind of accentuate. I want to get that guitar bend right there to really blend in with the sample material. I want that flute to be a little bit more vibrant. We might rework these strings a little bit. The drums I don't want to fuck with much. We might try a little bit of compression to see what it does. But goddamn, you know, this is kind of one of those tracks where it's like, don't fuck with a good thing. You know, if the mix is sounding good when you open the project, don't get too carried away, you know. God, that bass is awesome. All right. Let's start by bringing the drums down a little bit. I'm just gonna try a little dash of compression, but you know, if we don't need it, we don't need it. But may as well try it while we're here. A little bit of LA2A, I think, would be the ticket. It's just ever so slightly more vibrant with the LA2A. Good. Okay, so I want to do something that I feel like I've screwed up in the past, honestly. I want to OTT this flute a little bit. It's going to really compress it in a way that's going to make it very vibrant. If I do it too much, though, we're going to get this fuzziness, which is not going to be ideal. A little fuzz can kind of help, but... and there's 2 OTTs I kind of want to try here. Let's try the X for OTT, first of all. And then there's also a stock Ableton OTT that we might play with. See, like, that's super vibrant, but... You hear that fuzz? Yeah, that's not gonna fly. Let's turn down the upward. That might be good. Let's tiny amount of fuzz underneath, but And then we can set this like way back. Ooh. What do we got going on here? So we got this LA2A on here. This guitar. What do I want to do to this guy? I'm thinking it's gonna be, we might swap out that LA2A for something a little bit more intense. And maybe we even pair it with like a little splash of like reverb to really help it kind of bring out some ambience with it. I don't know. It might be cool. The question is, what kind of reverb? I usually, when I'm doing like guitar stuff, there's this one like chorusy guitar reverb I like to pull out. I don't think that's going to be the ticket for this guy, though. Should be more like a room verb of sorts. It's kind of got some on it. Let's go digging. Audio effects. Reverbs. Just curious what this is going to sound like. See, this is where we kind of start experimenting a little bit. Ooh. That also kind of brightened it, which was kind of like what I was looking for a bit. Okay, so I'm not like so sold on that walk up, right? Like, I don't know. We might tweak the production a little bit. Maybe I just want... like... Bum, 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 bum. I tell you what. We're gonna do this. Gonna try something. Trying to simplify this line a little bit. It feels distracting, right? Sounds a little bit busy. Okay, but we need to continue this on. And where do we... Yeah, okay, so ooh, that kind of gives me the idea of like we have this nice if we blended these together a little bit like this. Now these kind of run into each other a little bit more nicely. I like doing a lot of that kind of splicing of audio together. So we're going to do something similar here, but and then we have this fade out over here, which is good. Okay. Dude, this is tough. Okay, well, we touched up the production there. That's good. Let's get some LA2A on this bass. I feel like that might fatten it a bit. Oh, I should full screen this. I don't know why I've got you guys out of full screen. Silly of me. I think this is gonna come down. I wanna feel my way out through the EQ a bit. Ooh, there's like this nice pocket like up here around 6,000 hertz-ish that just feels really bright and just captures the energy. So yeah, we're gonna lift that, but we're gonna take everything else down. Now, also question, are these drums too loud? I think let's start really focusing in on the leveling. Add a little bit of LA2A compression to the sample material, and hopefully it might kind of brighten the mid-range a little bit. It might kind of make it a little bit extra warm. Ooh. Wait. Let's get that floating and let's regain stage it. Try these compressors over on. Oh, I didn't mean to grab this LA2A. This is a sick track. All right, let's give ourselves a nice curvy fade out. Yeah, 1, 3, 6, and then we'll let it ride. Something like this. Okay. All right, let's bring it back to the beginning and let's just kind of ease our way into it. Okay. I was basically just like looking around through every instrument in the EQs, just kind of trying to figure out how these are all piecing together pretty nicely. Honestly, we are leaning this track a little bit more bright and vibrant, you know? Let's lean that guy a little further to the right. Beautiful. Let's hear the string section. messing this up. We're going to try that sidechain compression on this. Yeah, that feels a little bit more glued. Well, speaking of gluing, I think it's time to start mastering, and good God, we actually have quite a bit of headroom here, it looks like. That's good. We're gonna really raise this in volume now. Okay. You know what this is making me realize? I feel like we could go a little louder on the drums. Oh yeah. I even nudged that one more. Okay. Now, little, very sparing dash of little radiator. Maybe a lot. Yeah, no, this is sounding good. starting to think some of these brights are a little bit too bright. There's like one frequency in here that just gets a little out of hand, and I want to get a little specific. It's that guy. Okay, we're kind of mitigating it a little bit with this little divot. The drums are coming up more too. Alright, let's start looking at our max peak value and start to raise it a little bit closer to the roof. It looks like we got about 4 decibels we could raise it. Man, this beat is screaming for some bars. I just can't wait to hear somebody like pour their soul into this one, you know? Alright, let's raise this up. We're actually just gonna raise it by 4. We'll leave a little bit of headroom because I think we're gonna close that gap with Okay, we're boosting it by 4. Loudness warning. Start taking a look at our LUFS, see how much farther we have to go. Decent waves. Alright, this is where we're gonna get extra vibrant. We're gonna pull out ozone. Just for the maximizer. Maybe we'll do some EQing with it as well, but good God, this track is so sick. Sometimes I make music that I'm like, this is almost too cool. Like, let's see. We're gonna run this on high. Little loudness warning. This might jump up in volume. So. This actually looks pretty agreeable. Let's A/B test it. No, I do like this. It's getting this bass a little bit under control while also lifting some of these highs, which I also agree with. It just kind of shifts the balance of this a little bit brighter. Because the bass is already like super fucking massive, you know? What's up, man? Says that shit hard. That shit is hard though. Thank you, man. IBN. I'll hate them. I appreciate you, man. Woo, man. Now let's see where our LUFS are. So, ooh, this is looking promising. Wow, this might almost be too loud, right? So the goal is to keep this value, this LUFS value, somewhere between -9 and -11. I think it's kind of important to like put markers in place for how loud your music should be, just so that, your music is somewhat consistent. Like, you don't want, one song to be super loud and the other to be super quiet. Let's run this from the beginning and see where our LUFs are at. We might even need to back off. We'll see. Yeah. As long as it doesn't go over -9, I think we're good. Dude, these drums are so sick. I need to start chopping drums again, like drum breaks. That's why this sounds so pristine, It's so good. But yeah, I see you asking when you started making beats. I was probably like 16. I'm 31 now. I'm an old man, dude. No, but like, I certainly wasn't making beats on this scale for like quite a while, I would say like I started producing professionally like probably about 5 years ago. I started like selling beats and working with artists and distributing my music, that's when I got really good at beats, and it's because I started doing it like every day, For the first like 10 years or so of doing this, I was just like making albums really like for myself, for my own entertainment, which is good. I feel like that I needed that experience to kind of grow my taste and develop some skills, But it was like when I started like posting a beat a day is when I got really, really good at this, And then eventually it got so good I started dropping it on Spotify, and that's been going pretty well, I won't say like I've made it, but I will say I'm pretty pleased with what I've been able to accomplish in the last 5 years, I've just like stayed really, really consistent on the effort I put into it, dropping music constantly. But but quite honestly, that's what I would just tell anybody that's like, I don't know if you're starting out or if you're like 10 years in. I would just say, if you want to get really serious about music production and get really incredible at it, just make like 1,000 beats. You will be so good in 1,000 beats. Like, it would be impossible not to, It really is about how much, how many hours you put into your DAW rather than how many years you've been producing is what I would say. But anyways, man, we ended up at -10.5, it looked like. Okay, this is golden, man. This is golden. Let's do a little save live set as, and let's put it in there. Oh, I'm a fan. Damn, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Did you find me through like my Spotify? I don't know. I'm always curious where y'all find me. Dude, that makes me happy though. I'm glad that I have people that listen to my music watching me cook, man. Let's see. go find our next beat. The goal for today is we're going to mix 3 beats today. We just hit 1. We got 2 more to go. This next one is kind of an odd one. I've been on this sound lately that's like this, like, I don't know. I would say it's kind of a combination of, like, Jay Dilla kind of swing on the drums, but sound selection of like some plug and B and maybe a little bit of jazz and R&B kind of stuff. You guys will see in a minute. Let me get these searching, and let me grab a little bit of coffee. I'm just gonna go run to the microwave and heat up some coffee. But yeah, while I do that, I'll play for you guys. What should I play for you guys? I've been playing nothing but Thinking of You tracks lately. Maybe I switch it up on you guys. You know what? Let's listen to the title track for the Low Key Plan, my last album. But yeah. Oh yeah, I'll hit them saying, no, I was just scrolling through YouTube, but I'm definitely going to your Spotify. Damn, I appreciate that, man. Well, I'm glad you found me on YouTube, man. Yeah, I just dropped this EP, Thinking of You. It's like lovely chill hop stuff. My most recent album is the Low Key Plan. I think I'll play the title track for that. If you want to check that out. Lots of good stuff has been dropping on the Spotify. I also just did this collab with DJ Grumble, LFG. That was a pretty cool one. Anyways, I'll be like 2 seconds, and then we're going to dive into this next track. So, yeah, in the meantime, I hope you enjoy the Low Key Plan. All right, I am back and ready to dive into another track. All right, so like I said, this one's kind of an odd sound. I'm not quite sure how to describe it, but it's a sound that I've been on lately. I've been making a couple tracks kind of cut from this vein. Let's just give it our first listen through, and then we'll just dive in with the mix. I think the goal for this mix is let's make it sound icy, fresh. where's our gain? Oh, we're in the grain. Cool. We could probably just turn everything down like maybe 5 decibels, give ourselves some headroom. I'm also just like planning ahead spatially. I think like that little key stab is gonna go really wide. Alright, let's just dive into it. So, first things first. Yes, we've got this compressed. Cool. I also just want to pull out an EQ on it. Just take a look. Oh yeah, that's exactly kind of how I want it. We might just shave out those, you see this bottom bit? We don't need that. It's really this mid-range that we're interested in. Clear space for our bass. That's good. Okay. Let's take a look at our drums here. What do we got going on this? So we monoed it, and we EQ'd it. We cut the highs. Let's open this up a little bit, see what we're hiding here. There we go. All right, and we're gonna take everything and just bring it down like a couple of decibels to give ourselves some headroom. I always like to, like, when I'm mixing, I start quiet, and incrementally as I'm filling out the mix, it usually gets a little bit louder over time. Mastering is really where we start to worry about loudness. It's the last stage. It's everything that you do in this track. Ooh, and I see, I'm glad I clicked on that. We've got a limiter here, so let's not get too carried away in the mix before we get rid of that guy. Let's just turn him off and then see what our actual max peak value is. I don't think we were touching our limiter though, because it was at minus 0.92. Maybe we are going a little bit. Okay, maybe we do need to turn things down a bit. We'll take all of this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now it's really quiet. We might need to turn up our volume, right? It's all good. We could maybe play around with a little bit of micro shift on like these chords, like see if we get this like really crazy phased width to it. Might be kind of slick. So micro shift. This is how I like to do phased width. Ooh. I don't know, is the phasing kind of distracting? That might be a bit much. Okay, also, I feel like this saxophone feels pretty dry. There we go. Might even turn up the reverb on that little piano delay. Ooh, and then this is the guy that I really wanted to like step out wide. This guy we're gonna like micro shift and ooh, yeah. I think this is gonna be the one. Okay. Okay. We're gonna grab a little bit of LA2A on this 808. Ooh. Now I feel like I kind of want to make more of a focus on kind of brightening this. This feels a little bit damp. And I think part of that's just going to be, we're going to lift, just leveling wise, we're going to lift up some of the brighter elements of this track. So like this saxophone, that piano, maybe gets +1. Keep this guy kind of low key. You know, we don't want that to be too piercing. Yeah, this guy will bring up a bit. Also, sometimes like a little bit of fresh air on some of these brighter elements can help them even glisten up even more. Pull out the 1176. Bring down these two notes. Dude, this is sounding slick. Okay. All right, man. I feel like a lot of the beats that I've been mixing today, I have not had to do much work to get it sounding decent, right? And I think a lot of that can be attributed to the mix, to the production. I was producing some pretty clean sounding tracks to begin with, you know? But it just goes to show, like, a mix doesn't always have to take 7 hours long. And if it isn't, and it usually does, don't question it. Like, it's okay. You don't want to, like, I think the thing that you really want to avoid is going out of your way to do things that don't need to be done, right? kind of have an idea. Maybe if we put like a really big hall reverb on that little key stab, that might sound really slick. Maybe it doesn't need to be that aggressive. It's just ever slow, slightly more vibrant. I'm gonna bring up this piano just like a little bit. I think we're sitting pretty good with this. Dude, I think that we pretty much got this. Like, I don't know. Today's mixes are going so well that I'm like skeptical. Well, that's why I give myself time to sit on it. But no, that first one though, especially, is just so gold. Shit, I might even stem that out. Just, I know I'm gonna have to tonight. If we end up finishing our mixes like early, yeah, I might just go ahead and tag it and stem it out. Maybe I'll show you guys like what my stemming process is like, but okay, so that's pretty slick. Let's circle back here. Alright, I think we got this mix like sounding really gelled and solidified. I think I'm ready to pull out the Shadow Hills Master Compressor. This feels very nice compressed. Like I am kind of leaning into an overly compressed feel here. So that's a bit much. All right, minus 3.68. Let's give it 3.5 decibels of boost. Just get it close to the finish line. And let's slap down a loudness meter and just start seeing how far off we are. We definitely got a ways to go, you know? It's looking around minus 17 LUFS. And you know, this is kind of a softer track. I do imagine that we're gonna want to lift it a little bit more than this, because I see we're at minus 2.7. Let's let this run out. We'll see how much more room we have. I love the sound of this kick. This kick just feels very like punchy. Okay, yeah, it looks like we could give it 2 more decibels. Let's try that. 1, 2. Let's run it back. Make sure we're still good. Oh, we did go over. You know what? I'm gonna just slap a limiter on there. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. There we go. Okay. So now, I think we could probably start feeding this into our maximizer. All right, let's run Ozone on it, and just fair warning, this might jump up in volume, so bear with me. Here we go. Not this. All right. We're looking for minus 11 LUFS. Let's see if we get there. I'll take as low as minus 11.5. Oh, I think we're gonna be there. No problem. This is pretty slick. 7. Dude, that is nice. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Okay, we need to do a little save as. I've been flying through these mixes way too fast. Save life set as. Mix V1. And you know what? We got a trap beat to mix next. What's up, Signature? It's good to see you, man. How's your day going? Oh, man. Dude, we're flying through these mixes today. I think what I might do if I fly through these too fast is I might actually tag one of my beats and stim it out and kind of show you guys how I organize what I am sending off to rappers. That's an amazing one. Let's go find that next one and get the project file loading. 1044 is the name of the game. Let's see. I gotta go digging for it. It's been a little while since we've reached 1044. We will see. But man, we've really hit some really great sounds in our mixes today, but it really has not required much work. I think it's just because these tracks that we're mixing today are just very, very well produced. Like the sounds are just working, you know? There's not a ton of cleanup that I'm having to do here, which is great. Let's see. But yeah, Signature says, good mate, sounding great. Thank you, man. Thank you. We're just flying through it today. Let's see, 1044. Let's get that open. Save changes. Yes, absolutely. Save. We just saved, but okay. All right. I'm gonna grab a little bit more coffee, and let's hit this next one. Let me just get out here. What do we want to hear next? Oh, Sweet Nothings. This is my wife's favorite song, by the way. By me. I will play for you guys Sweet Nothings. I'll be 2 seconds. Gonna run, grab some coffee, as I do, you know. All right. All right. And we are back. Let me pause this and let's dive in to song 1044. All right, so this is kind of an odd track. It's a trappy, I suppose. Kind of minimalist. I like the sound of this one though, you know. But yeah, great track. Thank you, man. Yeah, that's the one that's my wife's favorite, and I gotta agree. That's definitely in my top 5, you know. Sweet Nothings, it just hits. All right, let's see what we're getting into today. This is sounding pretty dope. We got this limiter. Let's take that off. Definitely a little bit clippy. That's okay. We'll fix that. In fact, let's not get too attached to this volume, right? Let's go ahead. Before we spoil ourselves silly, let's go grab everything and turn it down by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we need some headroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll say. But yeah, you remember this one? Yeah, this was kind of an odd beat, man. I think we were playing around with some new VSTs with some of the Yuhi synths, and I was like, man, I want to try a trap beat and it's like, I don't really make too much trap music, right? But so I don't know. it's trap-y. It's trap-ish, you know. I like the vibe of it though, you know. Let's see. All right, now we're going to hear this at the new volume. It's going to be a lot quieter, and we're going to build our way upwards, right? So I would say right now might be a good time to turn up your headphones if you need to. I'm going to turn up mine a bit. But we have a lot of headroom now. I'm going to, first of all, I think this kick is going to come up one, this snare is going to come down. We're going to use just like a little splash of like decapitator. I want to punch this up a little bit. We're not going to do it like boom bap drums too much though. Like, we're just looking for more punch. could do that. We could also try... Man, you know what's so annoying? I got sent the full version of Diablo, but I didn't receive licensing with it. And I'm like, what the hell, Steven Somatics? I went to his 10-year anniversary stream, hoping to score some plugins. Ooh. I also want to experiment with like the tiniest splash of reverb on the snare. That's not gonna work here, but I think that just like that little bit of reverb on there like kind of brightens it a little bit. Boy, I'm just like locked in today. Getting a lot done here. Okay, let's start moving on. Probably not going to touch this too much. It's such a simplistic sound. Grab some LA2A for this kind of airy synth. hope to make it a little bit more eccentric, I suppose. Ooh, yeah. Dude, this is cool. I love the sound of these like super reverberated organ blips. Dude, this is sounding so cool. Let's go find that piano. It's probably this guy. Yeah, ping pong piano. Yeah, you're flying. Thank you, man. This is how I've been moving today. I feel like I've been so busy lately that, you know, I think what's kind of nice though is I feel like as I get busier, I get a lot more focused and organized and just, you know, I want to fly through it. Sometimes when your back's up against the wall, you start to really like lock in and, I don't know, buckle down. Not a bad thing, you know? Make sure we have this set right. Yeah. Okay. God damn, I think that might be pretty good. Let's raise this guy up a little bit. Probably even more than that. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, when you're in that mode, it's the best feeling. Yeah, when you really are just like, you're locked in, you're flying through it. I feel like a long while ago, I don't know, I think a lot of people hate on the idea of like maybe making a beat in 30 minutes. They're like, what could you possibly do in 30 minutes that's so great, you know? Or, you know, you might be on the fence where you're like, that's impossible, they must be cheating somehow. And it's like, I don't know, once you get a taste of that, when you can lock in and you can just move, you can fly through it, like good stuff just flows out of you. And I think you end up making better music because you're able to keep up with the rate of creativity. As you come up with ideas, you can implement them so fast that you're not being tied down and losing track of what you're doing. You're just like, boom, 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 you know, suddenly you got some gold, right? It really is. It's the best feeling. But I feel like it takes a lot of years of practice. Like it takes 1,000 beats to get there, you know? It's a lot. But I don't know. I think that for anybody that wants to, you know, kind of get to that point, get to that zone, I would just say, you know, crank out as many beats as you can. Don't worry about timing yourself. Just crank out more and more beats. That every single one you do, your process is going to get more refined, you know? Like, you're going to get better and more on the button every single time you do it, you know? I think we're pretty much there with this, which is crazy. It's only 2:30. Dude, good God. We've mixed 3 beats in an hour and a half. I mean, you know, simple mixes. These are for BeatStars, of course. But I don't know. I feel like we've hit really great sounds in all of these. This one, too. Okay, there is a little bit like... Now, this guy's going throughout, so we don't want him to be too intense, right? Bring that delay out a little bit more. Woo. Okay, let's go find that 808. Here it is. I don't think we're going to do much. We are going to hit it with some LA2A. Let's do a little save as. Good God, that is just so good. Let's get this fade out nice and curvy. Yeah, man. Really on the button today. Good God. Okay. 6 and... Dude, this is going to be sick. I don't know what kind of type beat it's going to be, but we'll find a way to put it out, right? Oh, man. All right, so let's see kind of where we're at. I think we're pretty good. I think we're ready to start, like, really, oh, my mouse stopped working. It's weird. There we go. Oh, is it running out of battery? Maybe that's it. Okay. Yeah, we got something good here. Let's bust out the Shadow Hills. Let's start to squeeze on it, because I think that this is going to sound pretty cool with a pretty compressed feel. Woo! No, we're not going to mess with the bias today. We're going to keep it clean. Looks like we could bring this up by about 6 decibels. So let's do that. And we're going to slap a limiter just to be safe on the other side of it. I don't think we'll need it, but it's there for safety, you know? There we go. Don't forget that the -6. Oh, yeah, exactly. So this is starting to sound very atmospheric, and I think that compression really just kind of squeezed it all together in a pretty, like, vibrant sort of way. All right. Let's pull out the loudness meter. Roughly where are we at? Probably gonna need a little bit of... Yeah, let's pull out ozone. We are gonna run this. All right, so... loudness warning. This might jump up in volume. Just trying to warn you guys. Let's run it. Let's check it out. I don't hate this, actually. This is kind of doing some funny stuff to our 808. There we go. A slight adjustment. All right, let's run it back. Let's see what our LUFS is at. I'll take as low as -11.5, as high as -9. Thank you, Signature. This is sounding slick. I like it. minus 11.3. Ooh, okay, 4. Dude, that's like right on the bottom of the scale that I was looking for, but I will take it. I think that is perfect. I don't want to like keep pushing it, like I feel like if we push it any farther, it's going to get sloppier, and it's like, yeah. No, we're hitting a pretty good sound here. I feel like we're riding that edge of like vibrance and clarity, right? God damn. Holy shit. So in like an hour and 50 minutes, we managed to get 3 beats, pretty well mixed, pretty well, like simple mixes, getting these really ready for BeatStars. So I think what I'm going to do now is we are going to go back to that first beat, and I want to actually tag it. I want to give it a name. I want to tag it. I want to start stemming it out, and I'll show you guys kind of like how I bundle things up for rappers. There's a bit of strategy to it, there's definitely a bit of strategy. So anyways, let's get that loading, and let's see. It was song 1054. That's right. Song 1054, mix V1. Perfect. And I'm going to go see if I have any more coffee. I may have drank it all. We will see. So anyways, while I go do that, why don't I play for you guys perhaps one of my biggest hits? This is what everybody knows me from, or at least everybody from Brazil knows me for this song, because this song is pretty popular in Brazil. Lady Moon. Anyways, I'll be 2 seconds. I'm just gonna go see if I got any more coffee, and then we're gonna dive into tagging this track. We're gonna put the TapDaddyBeats tag on it. It's gonna be sick. So anyways, 2 seconds. All right. And we are back. That was quick. My wife made more coffee. Happy day. So let's put the kibosh on that, and let's open up Ableton Live. And here we are back at our original project. Let me make sure that I have, yes, I have my hard drive plugged in. So now I'll have to make a folder for it. And this means if I'm making a folder to put the stems in, and we're going to name all the stems and all that, we're going to need to come up with a name for this beat. So let's listen through it, and let's also just make sure that we're still vibing with the mix that we got on this. So alright, and I usually keep a list of song names in my phone. Probably come up with one on the fly, but bombs and missiles. Man, so this one, like, I recently named one, The Last Samurai. I thought that was, like, a really good name. I feel like this is in a similar vein. It's like that Shanghai hip-hop kind of feel. Let's see. Do I already have a beat named Shinobi? I think I do. This is where I also start opening up my TapDaddyBeats channel, and I just start saying, what have I already used in terms of song names, right? Let me just check. Shinobi. Yeah, I do have a Shinobi. Do I have one named Katana? No, I don't. Okay, this beat's named Katana. Alright, so I want to show you guys what I'm doing, okay? I'm in a folder of like just a bunch of beats that I've made. This started as a 30 and 30 beats folder where I was trying to drop 30 beats in 30 days. I just have since continued in this folder. I don't know. I don't know why. I need to organize my backlog. But we're going to call this song 1054. Name song 1054 Katana. And this is good because I keep a big backlog, and this is kind of a way that I can have the song number and the name right next to each other, so I can say, what was song number whatever called again? Oh yeah, it's that. So Katana. Let's see. Now here's what I do. It's 90 BPM. I'm going to go ahead and put a folder in here where we're going to put all of our stems and track outs. We're going to do 2 sets, okay? Because I feel like every rapper maybe only understands like what stems are, and maybe some are super professional and are expecting track outs, right? Same with like mix engineers. Some are like, yeah, dude, just send the stems. Some are like, I want the track outs. I don't want any processing on nothing, right? And so here's how I set up my file system, okay? So first of all, let's name this folder. We're going to call it Katana Prod TapDaddy. Now that's in there so that people know who to contact if they have an issue with the stems. 90 BPM, because, we need all of the important information here, right? If you are working with an artist, they ask you to mix it down, nothing has the BPM on it. You better hope the folder has the BPM, right? And then we're going to call it stems and track outs. Okay, that's a mouthful, right? That's a big ass file name, but I think it's pertinent, okay? It's the song name, the person who made it, the BPM, and of course stems and track outs. So now in here, I do 2 folders. I give them stems, and then I do wet. Okay, that's just so if people don't know what stems are, they see wet and they go, oh yeah, that's processed, cool. And then I give them one other folder called track outs, dry. And then, same thing. Okay, I feel like without knowing what stems and track outs are, you can kind of infer what's going on in these folders, right? So we're going to do the same. We also need a folder in each of these for the drums. We're going to call this drums wet in the wet stems folder. And then we're going to go to the track outs dry, and we're going to go drums dry. Okay. Cool. So now we can start putting shit in here. But before we even get to the stemming, we need to export all of our versions. And there's 4 versions that I like to export, right? I like to do the mastered, the master tagged, the tagged non-profit, the untagged for-profit, okay? And the tagged non-profit and untagged for-profit, those are just the unmastered versions that rappers are going to be using, right? So let's begin on that. First things first, before we get any of that, we're going to need, oh God, my mouse is dying again. we're going to need, to tag this track. So let's go find the best spot for the TapDaddyBeats tag. TapDaddyBeats. TapDaddyBeats. Yeah. Fuck yeah, that's gonna be sick. Alright, let's go grab the TapDaddyBeats tag. Let's see. It's in an old folder in my legacy library from 1L1L. Shout out to 1L1L. He's a sick rapper. He did my tag like 4 years ago in one of my ciphers. It was just like an ad lib on one of his tracks, and I begged and pleaded. I was like, please, Mr. 1L1L, may I please have this stem as my tag? He was, I was like, I'll give you an exclusive on anything you want. I'll cook you an exclusive if you give me this tag. He was just like, don't even worry about it, man. I don't need nothing from you. You just take that tag, man. And I ended up returning the favor later. I actually, I produced a whole EP for him of just like stuff. He mixed and mastered it himself. I really just gave him access to like all of my beats. He made a really, really sick EP that you can find in the Appears On section of my Spotify if you're curious. If you want to hear the guy that made this tag rhyme, you should go check it out. 1L1L on Spotify. Go check him out. Anyways, getting distracted here. Now, I actually don't like the sound of my tag warped. What I usually do is chop by the syllables. Okay, so TapDaddyBeats. Okay. Chop that. We need this to come back. Maybe one more.
Daddy Beats.
Yeah. It's going to be cool. All right, and this one's definitely going to have to come back. About here.
TapDaddyBeats.
Okay, cool. Now we got, the first bits in place. Now there's a couple different ways that I do my tag. I might like delay it out. This one we might actually leave it without vinyl processing on it. I usually might, make it more megaphone sounding. This one we're going to leave dry though.
Beats
from filtering.
TapDaddyBeats.
Let's pull out the 1176 compressor. There is a preset on here that I just know always works really well with this tag. It's if we go to vocal, smooth vocal, this always seems to do the trick.
TapDaddyBeats.
Perfect. Now that's sounding really vibrant. Let's go ahead and set up the delay, and then we'll really mix this into the track. So, TapDaddyBeats, and we delay out the beats.
TapDaddyBeats. Beats. TapDaddyBeats. TapDaddyBeats.
Bring the feedback down, the dry wet down a bit.
TapDaddyBeats.
Vocal pawpaw. We're going to give it this pretty immaculately big reverb.
TapDaddyBeats. TapDaddyBeats.
Do we have anything in here sidechained? Yeah, we do. Let's just borrow this sidechain.
TapDaddyBeats.
Might even...
TapDaddyBeats.
Actually, instead of this vocal pawpaw, I want to pull out mCharm Verb. I used to use mCharm Verb a lot on my tag. I recently got it again.
TapDaddyBeats.
Yeah, that's so much better, cleaner. Very nice.
TapDaddyBeats.
Now, let's we did all this with the master on. let's group our master. We're going to need that grouped anyways. Let's turn this off and let's see how this sounds balance-wise without the master.
TapDaddyBeats.
Could probably come up a little bit.
TapDaddyBeats.
Let's just try it with the, okay, let's try it with the vinyl processing. See how that feels. Throw this at the beginning.
TapDaddyBeats.
Maybe that might be a little bit better. It still feels like it needs to be brightened a bit.
TapDaddyBeats.
Nah, let's do it without. I still do think it could be brightened a little bit.
TapDaddyBeats.
Let's throw a smidge of fresh air on here. Do it after the reverb.
TapDaddyBeats. 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 TapDaddyBeats.
Maybe we do set it down a little bit.
TapDaddyBeats.
All right, let's hear it with the master on.
TapDaddyBeats.
Sick. Okay. I think we're good. Now let's go grab another, find one more spot in here to slip it in. You would think cut the string section. That's just too close to the first one. Let's go over here at this dropout.
TapDaddyBeats.
Nice. Okay. Okay. And we also got to just make sure, look at our ends, make sure that this is all, that's where the track ends. Cool. All right. So now I think we're ready to bounce our first version. We're about to bounce 4 versions. We're going to export the master tagged version. Let's see. Let's pull this all the way back. Export. Main. Cool. PCM. All right. And just double checking render start length. That makes sense. 54. Yeah, that makes about sense. So export. And we're going to send this off to, let's see, we got to go into, now you guys get to see how unorganized I am. Pipeline storage, 30 and 30 beats. And then we go all the way down to Katana. And now here's where we go. We call it Katana Prod TapDaddy 90 BPM. And here's also a little naming convention thing. I like to, whenever it's a mastered version, I give it brackets. Whenever it's unmastered, I give it parentheses. So master tagged. Boop. There we go. And then we can export right here. What's up, Mars? How you doing, man? What's up? He says, I just had an ad that said, start saving early. Black Friday is only a week away. Damn. Oh, shit. Tap, I forgot to save. Yeah. Right now we're actually stimming out a track. I'm just showing off how I organize stuff. Okay, we just got the master tagged version. Now we're gonna bounce the mastered version, turning off that tag. Also, since we're not using the fresh air, let's get rid of that. Export master. Okay. But yeah, man. Dude, you missed it. I ended up mixing 3 tracks in an hour and 50 minutes. Kind of insane. Kind of wild, man. I've just been moving so fast today. Getting a lot of stuff done. All right, so now we're going to do the unmastered versions that are going to be sent out to rappers. So I turn off my master chain. I just turned on my tag again. And we're going to export it again. And also, I might want to just go ahead and make sure that we're going to listen to one version. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hear this. I just need to be able to make sure that my versions are good. Okay, yeah. Looking good. I'll continue exporting while I do this. Okay, so we're going to go export. Make sure, yeah, our master chain is off. Tag is on. Export. We're going to delete the master. We're going to say tagged non-profit. This is what people get when I send them beats in an email, basically. There we go. All right. So, and yeah, this version sounds good. Sorry you guys can't hear it. You know, I bet if I played it through iTunes, maybe you guys could. Nope. That's okay. That's okay. You guys can hear it in here. Okay, so we got the tagged nonprofit. Now we're going to go untagged for profit. But yeah, what sample rate do you render at? So I do the recommended 44.1K, I think it is. Here, let me show you. Yeah, 44.1K is my sample rate, which is pretty, like, standard, you know? I think most professional work you're doing is going to be 44.1K. Let's see. So, where were we at? We just did the tagged nonprofit. Now we're going to move on to untagged for profit. Cool. All set up for that. Untagged for profit. Untagged. There we go. All right. 16-bit. No, it should be 24-bit. 24-bit depth. All right. So I just want to make sure. Yeah, that's tagged. Cool. Okay, cool. So now we can start exporting stuff into our stems and our trackouts folder. We're going to do this kind of buff, you know. Your audio buffer at 512. I haven't touched the audio buffer for any project, so this is the default that Ableton is set to. And no, it's not 16-bit, it's 24-bit. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You do 48K? Interesting. I'm curious, why 48K? Is there a reason? Um, I was literally, for pretty much all of my music, my sample rate is at 44.1K. And I even just did an audiobook that was specified 44.1, and I was like, oh, cool. Well, all of my music is done at 44.1. you know. All right, so now we got to name things. We got to name all of these. So I always like to, first of all, I name the tag TapDaddy tag, and then I put in parentheses optional, just so that people know, like, I don't expect them to use this tag. They're not obligated to use this tag, but I'm including it just in case if they like the sound of the tag, it's totally okay to use my tag in your song. Absolutely. If I produced it, you can use my tag. Some people like it, some people don't. All right, and then over here, strings. It's the flute. All right, this is guitar. This is the bass. These are the sample chops. And these are the drums. There we go. And we'll break down the drums. We'll break down the drums and do them separately. But right now, basically, what we're doing is the outside layer. So, like, we're going to export the stems wet. And then basically, the drums will be one track in here. But then if they click into this folder, that's drums wet. That's going to be all of the wet drum stems, the individual snare, kick, all that, So, yeah. But yeah, Mars says 48K tends to be more clear in the stereo field. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah. But yes, 44.1 works well enough. Yeah. Honestly, I haven't really done too much research into it. I remember looking it up like forever ago when I was really getting into, just mixing. And I think pretty much how I have it and how Ableton's default settings are is mostly what is recommended for most situations. There might be odd situations when you're trying to, export things with a little bit more. Yeah, 48K tends to be used for film/DVD. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So, let's see. So, we got all of these named. And we're going to ignore, this is just the chain signal, but they can just use the kick if they want a side chain signal. So, anyways, let's grab everything. So we're gonna highlight all of these, and we are going to then export audio, but we're going to change which track we're rendering. We're going to say selected tracks only, and this is going to export everything at once, right? And so yes, we got include return and main effects, absolutely. Export, and then we're going to go into stems wet. And here's how I do it, okay? I use either the abbreviation of the track name or just the first three letters. In this case, we'll use the first three letters. K-A-T, this track is named Katana. And then we're going to say wet, so they understand that this is part of the wet stems. And then we're going to save, and yeah, it's going to render everything and spit it all out into the stems wet folder. And this is the really fun part where we patiently wait. So much fun. How's everybody's day going? All right. Let me swap out my e-cig. There we go. He's like, ew, wet, gross. I don't know. Is it better than dry? All right. And just double check. Yep, we got all of these guys in here. Perfect. Now, this is where it gets weird. Before I start disabling everything, we're actually going to start by doing the dry drums over in the drums folder. So first of all, let's go see how many tracks we're going to need to separate out all of our drums. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got. Yeah, 2 hi-hats, 1 open hat, kick, and snare. Cool. So let's lay down 5 tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get you guys back in full screen. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and name them. Kick, snare, hi-hat CL1, hi-hat CL2, and hi-hat OP. There we go. Cool. And let's we're gonna get these all together. We're gonna take input from drums and we're gonna say in. There we go. And then we're gonna group them and match the gain to what is in the drum. So -8. Hopefully my mouse survives the stream. So yeah, -8 is what we're gonna set these to. There we go. All right, so now this is gonna be kind of loud, but we're gonna start separating out, the kick, the snare, and all of that. But yeah, Mart says I've heard a technique where people will render both a wet and dry version, then sidechain the wet version to the dry and automate the volume to render. Oh, interesting. They do it for clarity. So it sounds like what you're talking about is like you've probably heard the term like parallel compression. Technically, you can kind of run anything in parallel like that utilizing return tracks, right? So let's say that you got your dry track and you send it to a return. And in the return track, you're doing all sorts of processing on it. It could be compression, it could be reverb, it could be whatever. But then, what you can do is send only 60% to that return track and get a balance between the two. Basically, any effects chain that you're running, you can run a dry wet knob on it, basically. So yeah, no, I get that. I sometimes do that when I'm mixing, if I want like compression on my drums and I want that super compressed feel, but I don't want to completely flatten it. It's kind of cool, man. Yeah, he's like, yeah, but they're doing it during the mastering process. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's kind of like what I just described, but to the full mix. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I really hadn't considered running my master in parallel like that. That's interesting. Oh, I might have to experiment with that idea. That's cool, man. You see, I'm learning from you guys. All right, let's run this. We're going to hear this. The drums are going to be super loud until I sort this out, so bear with me here. Okay. Okay, and let's take a look at these drums because basically none of this over here is being sent into that, but anything that's on the individual components will. So I'm just kind of looking through, seeing if I touched anything. Doesn't look like it. All good. Perfect. So then the dry drums shouldn't sound too different. All we did was some slight compression on it, but that's what the dry sounds versus slightly more compressed version, basically. Okay, so now we're going to take all of these guys and we are going to export. And yeah, we're going to just export selected tracks only. We're going to jump over to the dry folder, into the drums folder, and call it KAT dry. Boom. Man, we are getting through it. God, believe it or not, we're actually almost done with the stemming. It is tedious, I'm not going to lie. Doing this sort of stemming work is tedious, but yeah, I just figured I got through the mixes so fast today. Why not stem one on stream? I also just have a bunch of work to do tonight, which kind of sucks, but whatever. But, we're staying busy, man. We're staying busy, getting things done. But this will help clear up some time tonight. Already get my track stemmed. Okay, so now we need to do the wet version. I'm just going to take everything we had in here and apply it to the group. And now these should sound one-to-one the exact same. Yep, we're good. So now let's go back and we're going to export these again, but we're going to do it in the wet folder. Export. Here, let's make sure that we got everything. Yep. Okay. Just double, triple checking. You can never be too careful when exporting files. I feel like every producer, mix engineer, whatever, dreads getting an email like, bro, it's so-and-so's engineer, like, we're missing a drum stem or something like that. It's like, oh, man, I feel like an idiot. I've only had that happen once to me. Luckily, only once as somebody reached out just because there was like an issue with a corrupted stem or something. But I got back to them because they were like in the session. They were like, yo, we're in the session. Would it be possible for you to get this back? And I was like, bet. I'll get that to you in 15 minutes. And I got it. I was on the button. The session continued, I was like, all right. All right. So now we're going wet, drums, wet, katana, wet. There we go. Boop. There we go. Cool. But yeah, man, I will give you guys just like this one broad piece of advice. If you are working in music, if you're trying to either be a mix engineer or producer, if you're working professionally with other people, look, you are inevitably going to fuck something up. Okay. You're going to fuck up and you're going to be like, oh, fuck. It's just the truth. It's okay. You're gonna fuck up someday, and it's gonna be a huge problem, and it's gonna be your fault, right? That's kind of daunting, right? But what I will say is, I think that in these moments, though, where something's gone awry, and it's like, oh, there's a problem, I think what really shows character is how you react and respond to those situations. Are you going to freak out and make excuses? Or are you going to like jump out of your chair, and get to work solving the problem? Are you going to, re-record the whole session to remove this one, these clicks or whatever? Are you going to make the situation right? And it's like I think that people appreciate, people take notice, when you step in and save the day, I guess, right? Things will inevitably go wrong, But, I think that what really speaks to your character is how you react in those situations, right? So, yeah. Yeah, I see Mars saying, yeah, I hate when my my routing gets in the way of my arrangement or rendering process. Yeah, man. I just try to stay organized on the way that I, render. So now we are at wet. We are almost done now. Okay, so we got the drums wet. We got the rest of the stems wet. We got the track out drums dry, totally untouched. Now we need the rest of the track outs completely untouched, just dry, right? So here's where I'm going to do something kind of drastic. I'm going to take everything. We're going to turn it off. All right. Get rid of all this side chain. Boop, boop, boop. Oops. Off. Okay. And bass. There we go. Guitar. Got to be really careful not to... Ooh, and also we turned this guy off, so we got to delete him so we don't forget later, right? Anything that is turned off gets deleted at this point. Everything must be left as is at this point. We've already bounced the master and all the versions. Yeah, you see like this guy is deleted. There we go. And take everything. Boop, turn it off. Strings. Yeah, we're going to take all of these off. All right. And then the tag, I like to give them like the driest, most untouched version of my tag, right? So all together, and we can turn this off so we can actually hear it. This is what the just the track outs, when you put them all together, what it sounds like. Totally dry. Just completely dry. Okay, so now we're going to take all of these and we're going to say export, selected, all of that. Katana trackouts dry. We're going to call that dry. All right, and this is the last export that we got to do here, right? But there's still one more step. One more step that I got to show you guys. But yeah, I see Mara saying, yeah, I hate when my sandwich has gone awry. Hate that as well, man. There better be mayo on this sandwich when you get back. All right, so yes, we got that. Just double, triple checking. Yep, that's all good. That's all good. Okay, so last couple of steps. First and foremost, what do we do with this project now that we totally tore it apart and turned everything off and all of that? We're going to do a save as, okay? This way, I still have the mix file that I can go to if a client hits me up and is like, yo, can you mix, I rhymed your beat, can you have me mix me down on it? It's like, yeah, I got it. I don't have to go like set it up again. Now I save as mix v1 bounced so that, here's the export file, but we're preserving the mix project, right? So that's nice. Now, something else that I do, okay? We're not quite done here. We're going to back it up. We're going to take the unmastered versions of the tagged and untagged versions. We're going to slip both of them inside this top folder, okay? And we're going to rename from tagged nonprofit to tagged reference. These are reference tracks for the engineer, right? So if they're working with the tagged version, they can listen to this and say, does everything sound right? Is everything in place? Does the tag sound right? And then we're going to do the untagged version. So untagged reference. So if they're working with the untagged version, they can untagged reference. Boom. And there we have it, folks. last thing that is going to go in this folder, and this is what I'm going to end up doing off stream, is the artwork. I'm just going to slap this in this folder. We're going to put the artwork in here, and boom, we now have a product for TapDaddyBeats.BeatStars.com. That is what you guys get when you buy stems on any of my tracks. You get the wet stems, the dry track outs, all of that jazz. Basically, for this tier, the $50 tier, the $100 tier, and exclusives, that's what you're getting. You're getting all the different versions and the stems and the track outs and all of that, So, if there are any rappers here watching and you want beats, I just wanted to show you guys how I export. Maybe if you're a producer, maybe that, I feel like the question of do I send it completely wet? Do I send it dry? It's like, do both. Okay, do both, and it's great, Oh, you're selling the actual stems. Yes, I am, dude. I give them both the stems and the track outs because I am a good producer like that. They get this folder here. Well, really, they get, the unmastered, untagged version. They also get this folder, which has the reference tracks, the tagged and untagged versions. They get the stems that are wet with the drums that are also wet, the individual drum stems. And they get the track outs that are dry, completely unprocessed, and the drum stems that are dry. So, it's a pretty good deal. And not only that, but I got a bundle deal on it. Buy 2, get 3 free. For $100, you could get 5 of my beats with all of that in it. So it's like, I don't know why I'm telling you guys my pitch. You guys are all like producers and mix engineers. That's my pitch to rappers. I'm like, boom, you want an EP? $100, I got you covered. I got you the stems, the track outs, whatever you want, And it's like, it's good, man. It's good because I'm hooking people up fat, right? $100. I'm not trying to bank rob people, So, anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out and watching me stem a track. Oh my God. This was a good stream. I got so much done this afternoon. I'm going to pop off and go have a beer by the pool. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And then, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will see you guys on Saturday. We're doing a Saturday morning cook-up studio session. Come through. Be there. Or be square. It'll be good. All right. Thank you guys for chilling. Thank you, Mars. Thank you, Signature. Thank you everybody that popped in. Al Hatham, thank you for popping in, man. Appreciate you guys. I will see you all next time. Peace.